Hi, I'm Gary White for Central Kentucky Television. I'm here with Taylor Schlosser, who's the Marion County School Superintendent. And behind us, you can see it, the Dream Bus, which is something new for the school district, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Tell me a little bit about this Dream Bus.
Well, back in the fall, we had an idea of a bus and going out into the communities. And as you all know, our motto is Dream, Believe, Achieve. And we were actually sitting around having a session, and this is going to sound probably really silly because you think about buses, and I talked about, you know, the Mystery Machine, Scooby-Doo. Everybody knows Scooby-Doo. And I said, what could we do? And the Dream Bus came out of that. And versus just taking
That's the psychedelic look, I see, right?
Yes, absolutely. And so then what happened is, you know, there's other places like in Louisville that maybe has like a cafe bus where they just go out and do meals. And last summer, Gary, I think we've talked about, we served 14,000 meals last year, which I think is fantastic, and our community should be so proud that we have that opportunity. But we wanted to do something different. So instead of just having a cookie cutter type approach, we ask our kids what the bus should look like. So our Project Lead the Way students actually help design the inside, and then our graphic arts children, they actually help design the outside. So we basically had a contest, and we kind of took all the pieces and parts, and so now you see what we have. Then we actually had our area technology students actually help make the pieces and parts. So our carpentry student made the cabinets, our industrial maintenance helped with the air conditioning and the flooring and the painting, our welding students made the racks and the brackets that you see, and then our journalism class actually helped document the progress of actually making this Dream Bus. Our bus mechanics, our mechanics, I mean, we had so many people that were a part of this, but you know, when you take a student project and it turns a dream into reality, it's great. And probably what people wonder is, you know, what's the purpose of the Dream Bus? And I think that's the other part that I would want to tell the community, is that this Dream Bus will have an opportunity to go out into the rural parts of the community in the summer or even in the fall if need be, and we can actually have mobile classrooms. So we can actually continue the learning, and we can use that either through technology with the teacher. We're also going to be able to serve meals out of the Dream Bus, so we'll be able to do that as well. And we have an awning, so we can actually create 2 classrooms with this bus. And again, going out into the community, let's say that, you know, out in the community you can't make it into the public library for a lesson or a meal. Well, this way we're going to be able to take our message out into the community. So, very excited.
Now, was it an actual school bus that you converted?
Yes, sir. We just took a school bus, and actually, we didn't buy a new bus. We actually had our mechanics rebuild the engine. So we basically refurbished a bus that wasn't on our fleet and turned it into something that we're going to be able to use as a mobile classroom and actually cafeteria.
Fantastic. So the kickoff for the unveiling of the school bus is actually part of the forum that you have for the community here with the school district as well.
Yes, it is. Tonight we're actually hosting our 3rd annual Spring Summit, and the purpose of our summit tonight is just to update the community. If you'll remember last year, Gary, the community said to us, we want you to add preschool rooms, we'd like to do the non-traditional school day, do more of the one-on-one technology, add more student leaders. And tonight I think what the community is going to find out is all those things they ask us to do, we've done. And then we also want to ask the community, what do you want us to do next? So we know what does our community, I mean, everyone knows that if you're a public school that, you know, you're going to do what the state asks you to do or what the federal government's required, but what we're asking the community is, what do you want us to do above and beyond just the traditional accountability system?
And speaking of the student leaders, some of them, you have your ambassadors here who are welcoming people as well as letting them onto the bus here, right?
Yes, absolutely. Our student ambassadors are actually going to lead this program. You know, I'm just going to serve as a facilitator. They're going to talk to the community about the progress that's been made, and they're talking to people about what the Dream Bus's purpose is and how that, but they are actually going to be a huge part of what we do tonight.
And also everybody's getting one of these buttons that's a little blinking button of a bus, right?
Yes, it is. And so when you tour the bus, you get a little bus and it blinks, and you know, obviously that's just something to get everybody excited about our Dream Bus again.
Absolutely. So again, behind us the Dream Bus and then the community forum here with the Marion County School System. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, it's been Gary White for Central Kentucky Television.
Hi everyone, I'm Dylan Cameron, and this is our Dream Bus. I was kind of the overseer of the project and made sure that the designs came out the way that would, mesh together. Everything on the bus, for the most part, is student design and made. So all of our cabinets were done by our carpentry class. Our lights were industrial maintenance. Any metal work was from our welding class, and the actual outside design was done by our tech design. So this is a traveling learning lab for our summer programs, and we'll be able to serve meals and have technology lessons, which will have a traveling Chromebook cart, and the TV. If the teacher is giving a lesson on the computer, instead of having a bunch of kids trying to crowd around one computer, they can project it up on the TV screen, and they actually have a sound system so they can get on the microphone and lead the lesson that way. But it came out really nice, and like I said, this is a unique experience that not every student gets to work on a project like this, and I'm very thankful that I got to work on this, and it really helped me, it's, made me want to pursue engineering even more, working on a project like this, and lets me know this is something I want to do for the rest of my life.